welcome back to my channel. Dylan is currently at wrestling practice and Keegan is napping, so I guess Ziggy's gonna be in this video with me until he gets annoyed. He's getting dog hair all over me. You are. I just wanted to record a short video update because I've been really bad about posting the last couple weeks. I guess Ziggy decided he didn't want to be in the video because he went under the bed. But anyway, I didn't really record much during Christmas because we were traveling to see my family in Nebraska, and then we went to Arizona to see Dylan's family. It was a lot of traveling because we went to my grandma's house in Fort Morgan, and then we went to Alliance, Nebraska for a few days, and then Keystone, Nebraska for a few days. And then we went to Santa Fe and stayed in a hotel for a night. And then we drove the rest of the way to Arizona and spent Christmas Eve and Christmas with Dylan's family. So even though it was kind of eventful, at the same time it wasn't really that eventful because we were just spending time with family and we still are being cautious of COVID. So we didn't really go anywhere. We just hung out with our family that we knew hadn't been around anyone or hadn't been exposed. So yeah, that is why I didn't really record much over Christmas, but Keegan did have a good first Christmas and she got to meet a lot of family that she hadn't met before, like all my grandparents, so her great-grandparents, and then she also got to meet her great-great-grandma, which is my great-grandma, and my great-grandma is 95, so they have 95 years between them, and I thought it was really cool that she got to meet her. So yeah, that is a little bit of how our Christmas went while I wasn't posting the last couple weeks. So I just figured it would be a good time to record a little update. Dylan and I are about to go to dinner when he gets home from practice because it is New Year's Eve. And I don't really think we're gonna do anything else. I don't even know if Dylan's gonna make it till midnight because he has 7 a.m. weights tomorrow, and I know Keegan won't make it till midnight, so I'll probably be up, but we don't have any New Year's Eve plans except for going to our favorite restaurant for dinner. But I'm definitely excited for the new year. 2020 was such a crazy year for everyone and definitely was full of plot twists for Dylan and I. I'm actually like 90% sure that a year ago today is when I got pregnant with Keegan, so that might be too much information, but I think I got pregnant on the last day of 2019, and so even though I didn't know it until later in the month, I was technically pregnant the first day of 2020, and I was pregnant all of 2020, or had a newborn for the entire year. So on top of a pandemic, that made it an interesting year for us. I'm hoping that 2021 is a little more predictable for us, but I don't think it will be because you never know what life is gonna bring, as we all learned with this year. So I did write some 2021 expectations in my bullet journal, but they're pretty vague and just small things that I can do because who knows what 2021 will bring. As usual, someone decided to take a very short nap, so Keegan's now awake. But anyway, 2020 was a very unpredictable year for everyone, and myself included. I found out I was pregnant January 26th, so that's kind of when everything flipped. If 2020 wasn't going to be crazy enough for me, that made it way more crazy, but also way more memorable and happy. And February, I competed for the last time. I went to Disneyland for the last time with my team, went to the beach, and had my last cheer experience, which was kind of sad, but I also knew that I was quitting because I was having a baby. So as sad as it was to be done with cheer, my excitement for Keegan kind of overshadowed that. And then I told all my friends in February that I was pregnant. Then in March is when it got really crazy for everyone, and definitely got crazy for Dylan and I. We had just started spring break and we weren't in classes. They had already announced that it was going to be online for the rest of the semester, and the people that I nanny for actually reached out, and they knew that I was pregnant, and they said, if you want to stay in our camper in our backyard so that you're not exposed, because we had so many roommates at the time that they were worried we might get exposed through one of them. And because of my pregnancy, it was very scary. It's still very scary and serious, but at that time I just remember everything being so unsure because it was so new, and I had no idea how it would affect my baby if I got it. And no one really knew how it would affect pregnancy because there wasn't a lot of information about it. So I was definitely very scared at the time, as I'm sure a lot of people were. It was a very unsure time. So Dylan and I decided that it would be best for us to go stay in the camper at their house. So on March 13th, 14th, around that time, we packed up and decided to go to the camper, and we had to send Ziggy with my friend who was going home to Colorado Springs, and we had her drop Ziggy off with my parents so that they could watch him. We didn't really think that it would be ideal for him to be in the camper, and we felt like he'd probably prefer to be at my parents' house with my sister's dog, who's his brother. So we sent him with my friend Isabel, and we had no idea how long we were going to be staying in the camper. Our lease at our other house ended in May, and so we hoped we weren't going to be there that long, but we didn't know what was going to happen. So I was nannying a ton. I was watching that I nannied almost every day. I think it was every day, all day, because they had to pull their kids out of daycare to social distance, and they wanted to make sure that I was social distance because they are essential workers and they didn't want to be exposing people at their job. So March we didn't go anywhere but the camper, and I went to work and Dylan worked on a ranch that he wasn't around anyone. So we spent all of April in the camper, and it was kind of fun at first, but we missed Ziggy, and just like everyone who's quarantining, it got boring fast. But on top of it, we were in a camper, not in our own home, so that made the quarantine feel so much longer. But then our lease was ending in May, so we got our own place, and I think we moved into this house on May 7th, so that was really exciting. And then just a couple days after we moved into this house, we had an appointment to find out her gender, and we had a gender reveal and found out Keegan was going to be a girl, and so that was the most exciting part of May. In June, we kind of just did things around our house, and I was still working, Dylan was still working. We went to Colorado Springs once for my sister's graduation. That's really all we did in June. July was kind of the same. I was getting so pregnant and I was so sick of the heat. We have a pool in our backyard, and I spent a lot of time in the pool. Other than that, we were just home all of July. August was pretty uneventful too. We were just getting ready for Keegan, and it was just getting hotter, and I was getting more pregnant, and we had a baby shower, and I was just so ready to have this girl. And then September finally came, and we had Dylan's birthday and then my mom's birthday, and the day after my mom's birthday we had this girl. Yes, yes. September 25th was definitely the highlight of 2020. And then I had my birthday, and October we got to celebrate her first Halloween, so that was fun. November we got engaged, and that was definitely my second favorite part of 2020. Yeah, it was. You were my first. We did all this traveling so that she could meet all of her family, and we celebrated her first Christmas. So yeah, I feel like 2020 flew by, but it was also such a memorable year for our family, and I'm excited to go into the new year with this little girl and just see what life is going to be like as a family of 4. And by a family of 4, I mean Ziggy. I feel like sometimes when I say a family of 4, people think I'm pregnant. I've had a couple people be like, wait, family of 4? But I'm talking about Ziggy when I say family of 4. When I say family of 3, I just feel bad like I'm leaving him out. But it kind of confuses people when I say family of 4. Ziggy and Keegan and Dylan and I are really excited for the new year. We have a lot that we want to do this year. I'm hoping to grow my channel, and hopefully I will be posting more consistently and getting better at editing and getting better at just talking so I don't have to edit so much. I know Dylan is so looking forward to growing his woodworking business and building more things for that. I'm starting a business soon, I hope next week, so definitely watch for that if you want to see what I'm going to be doing. And I'm sure this girl is going to be having so many milestones this year. Yeah, do you think? I'm sure she's going to be crawling soon and walking and talking, and it's definitely going to be a big year for her. So I hope everyone had a good Christmas, and I hope that 2021 is the best year for all of you. And if you want to stay updated on our family through the new year and you aren't already, make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.